Ask you about the Lakhdar Brahimi interview with Der Spiegel. I'm sure you've seen it, and among other things, he says that Saudi Arabia refused to meet with him, not wanting a peaceful settlement. He said that the chemical weapons attack in al-Assal was, in all probability, caused by the opposition. And I just wanted to know, you've seen, I mean, I can keep going down this litany, but I guess I wonder, I understand that he's now a private individual, but factually speaking, since he at the time, let's say on the Saudi issue, since he represented the Secretary General as well as the League of Arab States at the time, is it true? Can you confirm that Saudi Arabia declined to meet with him? And what does this say about a Brahimi replacement also representing the Arab League?
I think, obviously Mr. Brahimi's interview was done as a private citizen. He no longer is the joint representative. However, the Secretary General's own position on a number of these issues has been expressed fairly directly, either by me or by the Secretary General himself. I think Mr. Brahimi, over the time of his work as the joint special representative, has been fairly candid about his opinion. On the issue of the use of chlorine, that is something that the OPCW has been looking into. And as the Secretary General himself said here in this room, this time of sort of interim between without an official joint special representative is being used as a time for stock taking to see how that role can be best used to keep the political process moving and to work for a peaceful end to the conflict in Syria.
I just want to ask one on this, because the al-Assal was the attack that preceded the larger one. So he was basically saying that the first reported, use of chemical weapons, the one that Mr. Selstrom was sent initially to investigate, was, he believes, done by the opposition. And since this seems to be a pretty major statement, and it doesn't seem that al-Assal was ever fully investigated. That's what many people said.
No, I understand. I'm not going to go on a play-by-play of his comments. I think the Secretary General's own position has been very clear and very strong. And what Mr. Brahimi expressed was his own private view. Matthew and then Stephane.
It's been a long weekend. So I have a few, but I'll however you want to do it. I wanted to ask you, now that you say that Ms. Kang is going to Myanmar, there's this local media there reports that UNICEF, having used the word Rohingya, then apologized for it and committed not to use it any further. This is reported there with local authorities saying the UN will no longer use this word. And I wanted to know, is this, given the controversy
I don't know. You should ask UNICEF, but I'll check on my end. But
yeah, is there a UN policy?
I don't know.
That's what I wanted to know. And I also wanted to know, Mr. over the weekend, Mr. Cobbler from MONUSCO said that the policy on the Manova rapes is clear. And since, I've been trying, maybe you agree with that, but to me at least it's not clear in the sense of just what the steps are after two convictions.
We'll try to make it clear.
Can you try? Okay.